The game starts now.
Hello YouTube, welcome back. Well, I finished the playthrough of the Jem'Hadar, the new Gamma Quadrant story arc, and I have a KDF aligned Jem'Hadar. I'm going to continue to play him through to get him caught up. He's been doing quite well, but I've really been looking forward to getting back to Sleestak and completing his playthrough of the Klingon story arc. So we are going to... I know you can't see that I'm moving my little recording icon up there. We're going to get back into the story with Sleestak, but first, I got something special for him. We are going to acquire a new ship. I've been able to grind up 500 Zen. So we are actually going to purchase a ship I've had my eye on for a while. The Baroth Bird of Prey. This is a tier 1 ship, and it is part of the stealth fighter set for the Klingon Defense Force. So this is going to be an upgraded tier 1, and it's going to come with a console universal enhanced induction coils. It looks like a slightly upgraded Burrell, which is what I'm in now, the default Burrell Bird of Prey. But if you look, a couple years ago, they gave us the Burrell Bird of Prey retrofit in an anniversary giveaway. So I have that ship available, and I also have access to the core Bird of Prey. I'll pull it up here so you can take a look at it as well. And the core being a tier 6 Bird of Prey. So the three of those ships actually make up a set. And if you have all three consoles, you get set bonuses, you get access to the different costume parts of each ship. And the core being the cherry on top, because this one actually has the quantum warhead module and gives access to Withering Barrage starship trait. So that's one of the ones I always pick up, because on my Klingons and my Klingon aligned Romulans, and now my Klingon aligned Jem'Hadar, I always run cannons on those tunes. So this has been a piece that's been missing, and I'm looking forward to getting it. So let's go ahead and get this. Now when you buy a Zen store ship, you can either buy the Zen with real money, or you can choose to grind for it using dilithium. In fact, let's cancel that right quick. So dilithium, if you click on your inventory, go to your assets tab, you'll see how much dilithium you have here. I was able to use some of the dilithium that I got from my new Jem'Hadar to actually get up enough dilithium. You go into the dilithium exchange, and it tells you how much, what the current market price is. So right now, Zen at its cheapest is going for 262 dilithium per Zen. So it cost me a couple $100,000 dilithium to buy 500 Zen. But the good thing is when you unlock a ship from the Z store, it's unlocked for all of your tunes for that faction permanently. So it'll be there forever, or as long as the game lasts. So let's get this one. Alright, got a new starship. The Grass? Nah, I don't think we're going to call it the Grass. The Bo Bang. How about that, guys? Alright. The Dread Ship Bo Bang. That works. Alright, so let's come over here and set this ship up right quick. So if we ready the starship, and ooh, this one has an extra science slot. Alright, there is our Bo Bang. And this is the console it comes with. It is a universal console enhanced induction coils, and when you trigger this as a 2-minute recharge, it gives you plus weapon, engine, and auxiliary power, and it gives you plus 10 maximum to each of those. So it boosts everything but your shields. Okay. And you know what? Sleestak actually needs something else too. I don't have a red matter capacitor for him either, so we will correct that at some point. In fact, I think we have to go by the exchange to get to the next mission. Alright. Yep, let's take a peek at this in the Tailor right quick. So this is the standard Burrell that we were in. Koloth. We can use this skin now, if we so choose. That costs 0. The Barolf, this is the one we just got. Oh, that's a sharp looking ship. I like that. And then the core, when we unlock that, oh, we can actually use the core too. We can use the cores. Because I own the core, we can use the core. It's already unlocked. So let's randomize, do some kit bashing on this a little bit. Huh. Kind of like that. Let's use the... Can we use the upgrade? Yeah, let's use the upgraded. Oh yeah. Although mission pod is the core. Rolf. Koloth. What do you think? Yeah, we'll stick with the core. Alright, so we have a new ship. Good deal. Let's go back down to First City and get this new mission underway. This is going to be a ground mission. Hey, what happened to the old transporter officer? Executed for incompetence. Alright, so let's go to First City. For the new mission, we have to come this way anyhow, so might as well swing by the exchange and pick up a red matter capacitor. I'll show you what that does. It's one of the better items that you can get for all of your tunes. It goes into a device slot. So in my account bank, every once in a while, Star Trek Online will have a Phoenix prize pack event, and you can buy these Phoenix prize packs for dilithium. And while the event's going on, you can usually claim one for free every day. So when you open up a prize pack, you'll have a chance to getting these prize tokens. And this one is a very rare, which is what we need. You double click on it, brings it to your inventory, and double click on it again, and it opens up the store. So for epic tokens, which I have never gotten an epic token, and Ishalor, if you hear me, you still suck, because you got 2 in like 1 day, and I've never gotten one. So until I get one of these, you're gonna suck. Alright, so, because I really want that Ferengi warship for my Ferengi tune. But you can get a tier 6 ship, or you can sell 1 epic for 2 ultra rare, and it just goes that way down the line. And then you can get at the ultra rare level, you can actually get a Jem'Hadar attack ship, which I'd like to get one of those for my Jem'Hadar tune. But where we're interested in is this, the red matter capacitor. So we're going to buy one of those. Should I get the titanium rending batleth as well? Huh. No, I'm going to hold off on that. Okay, so if you get more of these, what you can do is sell all the way down to uncommon and pick up these Phoenix Universal Tech upgrades, and these are the best upgrades in the game. Stack those up, wait for an upgrade weekend, and you can really optimize your gear. But that's for another video. So I'm going to put these back in the bank, save them for later. And this red matter capacitor we're going to put on the Bo Bang. And what the red matter capacitor does is you can trigger that, and for 20 seconds you get plus 25 to all of your power levels. And there, once you're upgrading your traits or your skills, the first one you unlock for science, I believe, nope, it is one of these where you can actually increase the effect. Oh, there it is. Yeah, the first one for engineering. You can increase the duration of most battery and device effects by 100%. So if you unlock that one, it allows a red matter capacitor to be active for 40 seconds. A plus 25 boost to all of your power. And power equals stronger shields, stronger weapons, better maneuverability and defense, and better science abilities. So power levels, managing your power levels is something you're going to have to learn how to do in this game. Alright, let's get on with this next mission.
Sorella, Lady of the House of Martok, has requested that you meet her at the House Estate in the Ketha Lowlands. She did not explain why she wanted to see you, but I expect that she has some tasks she would like completed. The House of Martok has lost much prestige since I took the Chancellor's seat, but they still have many allies among the KDF, and I am loath to reject Sorella's request without a good reason. Gaining the favor of the House of Martok could serve you well, but remember, they have many enemies. I harbor no ill towards Sorella, but do not get caught up in her vengeance against me. It would not be in your best interest.
So we're going to go meet with Lady Sorella of the House of Martok at the Ketha Lowlands on Kronos. Alright, so if you haven't been following Star Trek lore, toward the end of Deep Space Nine, Martok became Chancellor of the Klingon Empire. Jem'Hadar challenged him and killed him in battle and became the new Chancellor. So that's where he's talking about there. So we're going to get the Vovel personal comm code, we'll get a Klingon tactical officer candidate, and disruptor induction coil, which we're actually running phasers right now. Okay.
Serve the Empire well. Kapla!
Kapla. Alright, let's go do this. So we have to travel to the Ketha Lowlands. I'm looking forward to the summer event starting soon. That's fine. And I do intend to cover those events and see what we're going to be kind of ship we're going to be grinding for this time. So, Lady Sorella, Mistress of the House of Martok, has requested your presence at the family's manor. We should make our way to her as soon as possible. Alright, so we're going to talk to Lady Sorella.
Welcome. Greetings, Kemtar. It pleases me that you have both come to my home. The House of Martok has many enemies. We have called for vengeance against the House of Jem'Hadar and all of its allies for the death of my husband. And many smaller houses seek to curry favor with Jem'Hadar or the House of Duras by striking at us. Until now, most of these attacks have been little more than a nuisance. When we received word from Kemtar that one of the houses may be plotting to assassinate Worf, it confirmed my suspicions that there is a greater threat emerging. I now believe that my grandson Maven may also be a target. These assassins threaten to destabilize our position on the High Council. Whoever has ordered such a dishonorable act, or who would be cowardly enough to carry it out, must be stopped. Given your current investigation, I ask that you find the assassin and remove the threat before they attempt a strike.
Your full cooperation will be appreciated.
Yes, we value your concerns, and we will proceed with caution in our investigation. It is refreshing and a testimony to the dignity of House Martok that you're willing to speak out and recognize this looming threat. May I ask where your grandson Maven is now?
He is on his way to the Batleth tournament on Forcas 3 with your father. Worf assured me that he would handle security matters during the trip. But that was before you reported your findings to me.
We should go to Forcas as well.
Before you go, I have another concern. Our local farmers reported seeing a Romulan here recently. Given Kimtar's suspicions of a house collaborating with the Tal Shiar, it seems to be an odd coincidence. We need to know what the Romulan was doing here before you leave for the tournament.
We will look for this Romulan. Why are you hating on the Romulans? Alright, so we gotta search this area. Talk to the farmers, okay?
The only thing I've paid attention to of late has been the lack of rain. But you're a warrior, not a farmer. You wouldn't be interested in that. Sorry I couldn't help you.
Worthless. We'll talk to someone else.
The Targs have been busy tearing up my roots. But other than that, I haven't seen anything unusual.
Bah! We'll ask another farmer. Here's one.
I remember seeing the Romulan. He said he was a surveyor hired to architect a new irrigation system. He set up equipment on the hill over there, but I haven't seen him lately. It wouldn't surprise me if he's up to no good. You can never trust a Romulan.
There's the equipment. Thank you, Jesse. This isn't surveying equipment, sir. What would a surveyor need with a Romulan short-range EM transmitter? We're gonna find out. Kick it. Okay. Would have been cool if they would have animated that kick. Targs. Oh, dude. I'm getting attacked by pigs, man. So we're going to talk to the foreman. So that's him up there.
Yes, I remember this man. It's not every day you see a Romulan in the Ketha lowlands. He didn't say he was a surveyor, though. He told me that he was a part of a diplomatic delegation studying our agriculture. Martok would have never let a Romulan set foot on our world. That's why I don't think much of Jem'Hadar. He's too soft. The oddest thing I remember, other than him being a Romulan, was that he personally scheduled the delivery of goods to the farm. That is against our security procedures. Lady Sorella insists on authorizing all deliveries to the manor. However, his codes were valid. He had Lady Sorella's signature, so I did as he asked. His delivery arrived today. It's a large package we moved to the grain storage shed near the house of Martok's manor. Nep would know what was ordered. He handles most of Lady Sorella's business transactions.
We must find this Romulan and inspect that delivery. Let's jump for it. Oh, there he is.
I processed that delivery. It was an order for the House of Martok. They needed explosives for digging out a new irrigation system. The order was placed by Lady Sorella with her signature and authorization codes. She must need the new irrigation channel badly. Normally, Sorella delays such tasks until the winter, when the farm hands aren't busy with planting and harvesting.
We must get to this package at once. The spy knew that they would move these explosives near the House Martok's fertilizer stores. He plans to use the shed as a bomb. The equipment we found earlier must have been the trigger device, but why use a Romulan short-range EM trigger? This range would have been limited to a few hundred yards. He would need to be near the farm to trigger the detonation charges. We need to get back to the manor and stop the assassin. We should focus our search near the fertilizer shed. He will need a spot where he can visibly overlook the stores and monitor the detonation. So hurry and follow me. Now, let's get up this hill. Targs. Let's fry them. Science tune with lightning. Gotta love it. Well, where are we going? This way. There he is.
The House of Martok will crumble, and with it, the rest of the Klingon Empire. You cannot stop what has begun.
Shoot this force shock before he beams out. Man, there's more of them. And disarm the explosives. Romulans. Someone hired these honorless Tal Shiar dogs to do their dirty work. The House of Martok is strong, but with Martok gone, it has been weakened. One of its rivals seeks to exploit that weakness and use the House's downfall to attack the Council. We need to follow Tarson to find out who he is working for. As long as that Patak draws breath, he is a threat to the House of Martok. Captain Tarson is probably beamed up to a cloaked vessel in orbit above Kronos. We should return to our ship and track where he went. Oh yeah, let's try out our new ship. Nice. Lieutenant, The warp traffic in this area will make it difficult to pinpoint the Romulan assassin's ship. Ever since Chancellor Jem'Hadar agreed to the settlement of New Romulus, there are always Romulan ships in orbit around Kronos. How are we to maintain security when we allow these allies on our doorstep? Okay, so we will support the Chancellor's position. Now scan for cloaked vessels. So the scanners have been configured for motion detection, but as expected there is too much traffic in the area. We must also consider that the Romulan has left the system. So scan for Singularity Core emissions. Sir, your intuition is superb. Scanners are detecting trace singularity distortions from the nearby asteroids, indicating that a Romulan warbird recently entered warp. If we get a closer scan, I will be able to plot a course based on the warp trail signature. So we're going to go closer to the asteroids. Up here. It's a good looking ship. Oh, this thing has a battle cloak. I didn't notice that before. That's a good thing. So the difference is most standard Klingon ships come with a regular cloak, but you cannot use it in battle. So when you're at red alert, you can't cloak up. This thing can. It has a battle cloak, which is standard for warbirds and a select few KDF ships. That's really cool. So we can cloak anytime, in or out of combat. That's all right. Okay, scan complete and warp trail course plotted. Sir, the Romulan warbird is headed for the Forcus system. Figures. He's after Worf and Maven.
Lady Sorella's suspicions were correct. The Romulan is going to make an attempt on her grandson's life. While my father is a formidable warrior, this time he may be overwhelmed. We must set a course for the Forcus system at once.
Agreed. Prepare to leave orbit. So we've arrived in the Forcus system. The trail from the Romulan warbird ends here, scanning the system for ship signatures. We need to warn Worf.
I've attempted to contact him, but with the Batleth tournament underway, he is not responding. It is unclear if he is unavailable, or if something has happened to him. We'll need to beam down to the surface to know for certain.
Have we located the ship yet? So I've located the Romulan warbird. It is cloaked and dropping into a planetary orbit around Forcus 3. We're receiving an incoming hail from the ship's commander, Tarson. Put this piece of batog on screen.
You are becoming an annoyance. You have made yourself a target by defending the House of Martok. By following me here, you've given me no choice but to destroy you.
Oh, heck yeah. Prepare for battle. Oh, and he's turning his back to us? Oh, come on. Show me that rear arc. Let's try out this new,
Target's shields have failed.
Okay. Tarson's cloak is ship, sir. He will not escape for long. His cloaking device is damaged, and I'm detecting a high concentration of tetryon particles in the asteroid belt. He may have gone there to perform emergency repairs. Locking coordinates on his location now. Show me where he is. Get a little bit more control over our power levels here. Something to note, when you do go into cloak, you lose your shields. And your shields will be offline for a short period of time after you engage and disengage the cloak. So that's something to bear in mind. If you cloak up while you're under fire, you're probably going to take some damage to your hull. So factor that into your decision, whether or not to cloak. Ooh, lots of stuff to shoot. Come on, man. That's nice. Ooh, don't run. Ooh, who's shooting?
Rear shields failing.
Hey, right. Impossible. Tarson is being assisted by Klingons. I'm picking up another pocket of tetryon particles, sir, but I suggest caution. If these captains are so dishonorable, they would fight us to help a Romulan. They must have allies lurking in wait to ambush us. Putting coordinates on screen. It don't matter. I love the cannon pods on this bird of prey. They look nice. What you got? You cannot stop what is already set in motion. The Klingon Empire will fall. I don't think so, pal. Where you at?
Target shields have failed.
Next.
We've destroyed his ship, but Tarson may have already transported agents to the surface. He also appears to have Klingon collaborators already in place. I recommend that you and I beam down discreetly and quickly locate Worf and Maven.
Not just yet. I just realized this ship, I don't have a, we're using a all energy weapons. We don't have a torpedo slotted, so I'm going to take Khan's ability. Man, that's all he knows is high yield. So that's really a wasted slot right now. Okay. Do I have a torpedo to slot? Well, I have that hard-paying torpedo I can use, but that doesn't work with high yield. Alright, so we'll just drop in a standard photon for now, just so we can use that bridge officer slot. That'll work. Alright, let's beam down.
We do not want to draw large amounts of attention, but remember that protecting Mavin is our highest priority. Let no one stand in our way. Romulan infiltrators will have a hard time navigating an arena full of Klingons. I recommend we start by asking in the bar to see if anyone has seen or heard anything unusual.
Oh yeah, let's go start in the bar. Lead the way. Let's talk to some folks.
Did you see Jem'Hadar when he was young and still fighting in the tournaments? Oh, now that was something to behold. He was masterful and fluent, not like the young tards here these days. I'm surprised that some of them can hold on to their battlets for the entire match. Ah!
Wonderful! Another stout warrior eager to hear a story of my glory days in battle. Pull up a chair and I'll allow you the honor of buying me a bloodline.
I don't think so.
Have you seen the fighter for the House of Duras? He looks like a real contender for champion standing. I'll bet you a barrel of blood wine that he wins without taking a single wound.
General Chang fought Dahar Master Corps, both in their prime fighting condition. Who do you think would take champion standing?
Chang. Who's this dude?
And what do you think of the new rule restricting botnet links to between 110 and 120 centimeters?
I personally won't use anything other than the traditional 116 centimeter length, but I can understand the desire for customization of one's weapons.
Do you really think a Romulan would be foolish enough to beam down to an arena filled with hundreds of Klingon warriors? Besides, ever since that one tournament where the champion of the House of Mokai used a transporter to steal his opponent's bat'let in the middle of a fight, there are transport inhibitors in place. The only places they can operate are the transport pads and cargo storage.
Darren, report. Sir, I've checked the arena's transporter logs and did not find any Romulan signatures. Looking at the arena floor plan, I believe the agents may have beamed in somewhere near the cargo area. If you gain access to the local security system, we may be able to pinpoint their location. They can't hide from us. Good work, Darren. I knew you were useful to keep around.
Hearing the chanting and sounds of batleths reminds me of the first time I celebrated the Kotbatval festival.
Oh, that ain't it.
That was the first time I remember understanding what it means to be a Klingon warrior.
Oh, dude, he did. Someone snapped his neck? Yeah. Check the security logs. Okay, which logs? Those logs. It was just up there.
That tall Shi'ar agent was attempting to erase the security logs in the cargo area. He also sealed the doors with a security lockout. It would take too much time to override this work. Our best chance of getting into the storage area would be to disrupt the power flow to the cargo bay doors.
Okay, agreed. We'll head there at once.
Chasing these assassins reminds me of when I met Jem'Hadar.
Here. What? What do you mean? Aren't you Jem'Hadar?
No. Jem'Hadar was the name of a warrior who saved my father from assassins on Moronga 4.
Another dead guard. I like this Sleestak weapon. See you, dude. Alright. Disrupt the power. How? Up here. That's how.
The control system reports that the outer door to the cargo bay has been unlocked, but the inner door remains sealed shut. We'll need to blast that door, get inside, and stop this miserable Tuba.
Alright. Well, let's do it. Let's talk more work. What is your real name, dude?
I am Alexander, son of Worf and Kalar, a member of the House of Martok.
You fight well, Alexander, for a diplomat. Oh, dude. Alright. Blast that door. There's Maven. What's up, dude?
There's Maven. He's pinned down by the assassin.
Not for long. Dude. Yo, man, get up.
Maven! No!
This was an honorable death.
Oh. His son is
What
dead.
is the meaning of this, Alexander? Maven was sent here to replace his equipment, and yet I find you here, surrounded by Romulans with the grandson of Martok dead at your feet. Explain yourself.
This was not Jem'Hadar's doing.
Lady Cirilla feared that you alone would not be able to keep her grandson safe. We followed these Romulans here and would have stopped them had these halls not been filled with Klingon traitors. And where were you when these assassins struck?
Both of you stop. We must focus on finding the real enemy.
I see you have been listening to my son's conspiracy theories again. He talks of peace and uniting the houses, yet here he is, with a blade in his hand, looking for glory. I told you I wanted nothing to do with this.
With respect, sir, we have proof that another house is behind this.
While you were here at the tournament, assassins moved against Lady Cirilla at her own estate. If we hadn't tracked down this agent and disarmed his explosive, she would be dead as well. At every step, we have encountered Klingons hiding in the shadows with blades at our backs.
What Kemtar says is the truth. We must find these traitors and put an end to this plot.
I have not seen this evidence, but I believe what you say. We will get to the bottom of this. That does not mean we can act rashly. If there were Klingons aiding these agents, then we are still in danger.
If we uncover the identity of this rival house, then they will be forced to act in the open where we can fight them head on.
Agreed. One of the great houses is here backing the Romulans, and they will try to escape before their role in this plot is revealed. One of the Klingons we killed on the way here was wearing a tournament sash. We should check the training rooms of each house in attendance and look for evidence that would connect them to the Romulans.
We will uncover this threat together.
We must uncover the Klingon collaborators who helped Tarson kill Maven. Tarson had assistants on the ground. We will proceed with the plan to check the training rooms here before the villains have a chance to cover up their crime.
Yeah, what happened on Moringa?
I was just thinking of that. We cannot always see what the future will bring.
What are we doing?
That is why we cannot give up on peace, even if some of us cannot see a way to that future.
The great houses will never find peace.
Nope, not
They
here.
see it as a sign of weakness.
I will not abandon my beliefs, Father. We cannot live in fear that the future will never change.
It is good to know that you remember some of the things I have taught you.
We're in a bar again.
It would surprise me if the House of Antak were involved. Other than an abundance of medical supplies, nothing appears to be out of the ordinary. We should move on.
Okay.
I will see to it that Mafin's belongings are prepared for transport back to the House of Martok's estate on Kronos. We should move on to the other training rooms.
The gear here in the House of Nogra's training room is typical of the weapons used in the tournament. I'm relieved that Nogra does not appear to be involved. Ever since they took in my uncle.
Alexander, you were told not to discuss this. It is a private family matter. We will move on.
I understand. We'll continue our search. Huh.
Ever since Urapinthe, I have been suspicious of the House of Torg. And now it appears they were preparing to leave the tournament early. Look at this state of disarray. We must look for evidence that may link them to the Romulan assassins. These are Romulan weapons. It appears that your suspicions have been correct. It must be the House of Torg. We must confiscate this evidence and then warn the rest of House Martok.
We will reveal their treachery. Now what? Oh, hi.
Enemy target down. Personal shield losing power.
That all you got? Take that.
Sorella and the rest of the House of Martok will mourn for her grandson. But I must also see that security remains a priority. To start, I am sending you a recruit from our house, the warrior Belera. She's been personally trained by me and will aid your crew as we fight against the House of Torg.
Cool.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Alright, so we got Belera. Okay. She's tactical. Let's see what she can do. She, tactical team. That's okay. Ooh, cannon rapid fire 1, so when we get promoted, that'll come in handy. Alright, folks. Well, thank you for joining me for this episode of Gaming with RLZ. We will pick it up again next time. I look forward to seeing you in game.